If you're getting pricing objections in your cleaning business, then I want you to listen to this very carefully because this video is going to completely change the way that you handle your clients forever. Most people assume that you're too expensive means that your price is wrong and I will not pay that. But it doesn't. 9 times out of 10, your client is not objecting to your price at all. They're objecting to the experience that they have had before you. They are not scared of you. They're scared of going through the same nightmare again. Most cleaners think that they're losing clients because someone else was cheaper. But the truth is that the real reason that these people are objecting is because of their last cleaner. It's because their last cleaner didn't show up. They cancelled last minute. They kept rescheduling. They left jobs early when they were charging by the hour. And then they left things half done. They forgot things and they stopped replying in a timely manner. They never sent their invoices on time. They never followed up to see if they wanted to book again. And they just lacked any kind of professional business structure. And now this new client is projecting that situation and that trauma onto you and your business. This is why professionals win, because they solve clients' emotional fear. So let me repeat that. Price objections are fear-based and not money-based. So when a client says something like, that's too much, what they really mean is, I don't trust yet that you're different. So your job is not to lower your price. Your job is to eliminate fear. And once you understand that, you create opportunity for growth within your business. So let's break down what clients are actually scared of, because there are 3 categories behind every pricing objection. Now, the first one is reliability. This is the biggest one always. Clients will often say things like, every cleaner that I've had cancels. The last cleaner that they had just went missing, or someone just stopped showing up. Or a common one is they went out of business, or the client is scared of getting burned again. Notice how none of that is about money. It's fear of inconsistency. Second, we have consistency. This one is huge, especially in the cleaning space, which is underregulated. They start strong and then they get lazy. The quality drops over time. They just started to rush and leave the job early. They stopped caring. Again, all of those objections are not about money. The client is scared of another situation where they're paying for something but not receiving the same quality that they had at the start, or they're not receiving the value for the price that they are paying. So the third one is professionalism, which is lacking, unfortunately, in a lot of industries, but yes, specifically the cleaning industry. This one is a silent killer because clients are terrified of businesses who have no contract, who have no policies, who don't provide clear communication, who don't have any processes, who don't have reminders, who can't set clear expectations, and who have no structure. They have had casual cleaners before who were unreliable, unpredictable, and unprofessional. And now the client is trying to figure out if you are another one of those or if you are actually a legitimate business. So, as you can see, pricing is not the problem here. Building trust is. And now, here's where most business owners go wrong because they try to compete on price. But businesses who compete on price race to the bottom. They panic. They go, well, I can do a discount, or I can match the other quote, or I can lower my rate. No. Discounting your value confirms their fear. The moment that you lower your price, you accidentally say, you're right. I'm just like the others. I'm not that strong. I need this job. You can dictate what I get paid. Professionals never compete on price. They compete on the certainty of the value that they can deliver. And in 2026, reliability is the premium service. Clients will always choose the cleaner who shows up, the cleaner who communicates, the cleaner with structure, and the cleaner who doesn't cancel, the cleaner who has policies, and the cleaner who has reminders built into their process, and the cleaner who speaks like a legitimate business and not a side hobby who's taking cash to top up Centrelink payments. It's the cleaner who has systems that they choose every time. Think about this. These clients are letting you into their home or their business. That is their personal space. Cleaning is emotional and it is a vulnerability. It is about safety and comfort and trust. You are not selling a clean house. You're selling emotional safety. So, how do we position ourselves as the safest option? Well, when a client objects to the price, they're not comparing your numbers. They are comparing the risk that is involved in them exchanging their money with you for the value that you can provide. Your job is to stop the comparison. You take them out of thinking about the last cleaner and put them into thinking about the standard that they actually want delivered on. And you do that through language. I'm going to give you the exact script to say word for word. And this script will change everything. When a client says, your price is higher than my last cleaner, this is your opportunity to say, I completely understand. A lot of our clients come to us because of the same reason. Their previous cleaner was cheaper, but they were unpredictable. And what we focus on is reliability. We show up, we send the same cleaner at the same time each week, and if they, for any reason, are unable to work, we will send someone in their place, meaning that you never get cancelled on. We communicate, and the quality doesn't drop after 2 weeks. If the main issue that you had with your previous cleaner was inconsistency, then choosing someone reliable will actually save you money, time, and stress long term. And then pause and let that sink in with the client. And then finish with, would you prefer someone cheaper or someone who is consistent? This question flips their perspective because you haven't argued, you've remained professional, you haven't defended, and you haven't begged them to come into your service, and you haven't discounted yourself. You've clarified what they actually want. And 90% of the time, they say that they would prefer the consistent option. And when they say that, the objection is gone. It's handled. So now let's talk about how to communicate value in a way that sticks. First of all, you don't sell cleaning. You sell peace of mind, security, predictability, trust, consistency, a team that shows up on time every time, a business that communicates, protection from disappointment, and relief from stress. When you start to speak like this, you instantly rise above every other cleaner who is saying things like, well, I can do it cheaper, because price is the lowest level of competition. Professionals compete on structure. So try saying this. We're not competing to be the cheapest. We're competing to be the company that you never have to chase, remind, or worry about again. And that is the value that you are providing. That provides your clients with confidence. That is leadership. And that is what clients pay for. So let's talk about when to push and when to walk away. Because if a client only wants the cheapest option, then you need to let them go. Let them go hire that shitty cleaner again who cancels last minute. Let them go hire someone who doesn't give them a contract. Let them go hire someone who doesn't show up to the jobs that they've been paid for. Let them go hire someone who's going to ghost them after the next 2 weeks and then they'll be back. They will come back. It's only a matter of time. And half of your responsibility as a business owner is to last long enough for when they do. Because good clients always come back to someone who can provide reliability and real structure. You have fuel to cover, tax to cover, admin to cover, penalties to avoid, systems to run, quality to maintain, staff to pay, legal obligations, and business growth that you need to support. You are not running a charity. You are running an actual operation. And premium clients respect premium structure. And premium businesses don't become premium by chasing cheap clients. So let me leave you with this. Price objections are not attacks at your business. They are opportunities. They are the moment where the client is saying to you, show me that you're different. Show me that I won't get burned again. Show me that I can trust you. Show me that I am making the right decision by giving you my money. If you can master this, if you can learn to handle objections without discounting your worth, you will win clients and other cleaners will never win. Because while everyone else is lowering prices and discounting their value, you will be raising standards. And that's how you grow a business in 2026. This is how you go from being just another cleaner to the professional that everyone prefers to work with. This is how you stop losing clients and you start converting the ones who actually value what you do through confidence, structure, professionalism, and reliability. That's what they are really paying for, not for you to push water around on a mop. And when you stand firm on that, your clients will feel it. Now, we use script documents in all of our businesses. I have a cleaning specific link down below if you want to check out a cleaning business script document. Otherwise, I've got one for all other service based businesses down below as well. Make sure you hit subscribe and drop a comment below if you have any questions, and I'll see you in the next video.